time. With some Thirsty Thursday funness. That card is anything but fun. It looks treacherous, right? It is as bad as the picture says it is, to be honest. I didn't really want to start with that bullshit. In essence, you're always hoping, like, all right, we'll get rid of this and then they'll give us something better, right? Be careful what you wish for. What's up, everyone? I am the motherfucking hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, Barkle, lightworker. I left my drink all the way over there. Starseed, Earth Angel, Mystic, Medium, Psychic, Witch, Yogi, Guru, Evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you would have seen what I posted in my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Really, there's plenty of good stuff in there. Make you laugh. I didn't want to stare at this stupid card. Really did not. I wanted to see what tomorrow held or what we were supposed to put our focus on. I really just want to see if there's going to be something, because realistically, we're sitting in nothing. I am. A whole lot of nothing. How long do you want me to sit in nothing is what I want to know. It's kind of asking a time frame question, sort of, in the sense of, am I going to just sit around and deal with feelings tomorrow, or will you give me some inspiration to do something? In what area of my life may I please focus on? Or we're just going to focus on, old shit, looking through old memories and old shit. I'm not sure. We need something to drink. We're going to start with this card, which is Booty Rack. And you can have some, but then I left that out so you could refill it.
No, I
you
left
always...
it out.
No, I just did that.
No, I pulled it out.
No, you're
pulled it out
psycho.
earlier.
I don't even... That was earlier. I just did it right now. Ten of Swords. Break, beaks, tear, and render. Tore flesh releases fountains of blood. Pale limbs cool and stiffen. Restrained by cold iron. You writhe in agony, grinding your bones into dense foliage that will soon claim it. You prepare your spirit to fly before it's too late. You have managed it, page 55. You have managed it before. Now, just in the nick of time, you release your spirit, a wailing. What? Yeah, it says a wail of rage that rattles the heavens. One journey must end before another begins. Ooh, it's the 10. It's the completion. Yeah. Oh, in that case, yeah, if we look at that in a not so ugly way. I mean, there's my twin flame fucking relationship. That's what I've done with this. This beautiful thing that was given to me by God that was supposed to breed happiness and a holy union is now this. As they say, one journey must end before another begins. Keywords: defeat, loss. Yeah, that's a good extra. Illness. That's my hype man back there. The need for immediate exit. Immediate. Am I mad? No. In the words of Pac, I ain't mad at you. I'm never really mad. I'm just disappointed that you can't be more. But when I sit back and I look at what I'm asking for, supposedly I'm asking for everything, and yet absolutely nothing. The paradox of what it is. You want everything. You want the most. No, I want the fucking minimum, but it just seems to be too much for you motherfuckers. Really? I mean, really. Before all of these 50 shades of gray that you guys play with in your relationships, it was very simplistic. If you wanted a girl, you went for a girl, you got the girl, you loved the girl, you kept the girl. That was it. I don't know what all this is. It's messy. Let me read it out of my tarot over here because it makes it just that much thicker on the bullshits. Thicker than a snicker. Thick. Was that fucking Juicy J on that bullshit? Juicy J on the chat. Sorry. The Nine of Swords is worried. The Ten of Swords is ruined. The Ten of Swords represents a sudden and unexpected disaster. Hey, dude, we have 10 days of war and conflict. We're going to continue to do this till the end of the year, which is what? Fuck it up. If we don't, he will. At least be part of it, otherwise you feel ruined. If you're part of the destruction team, you feel like you got to swing your sword or something. You had a little hand in this. You had a hand in your destruction. Hand me the sword of truth and justice. Realistically, yeah. Whether this is a physical or mental illness or related to a relationship, betrayal, failed project, or other misfortune, it crushes you. Am I crushed by this? No, I'm waiting for the fucking, you know what I mean, the bulldozer to come in and roll through all this dust and dirt so I can, build a new statue of a man where you used to stand. You do realize that we do that in our head, right? We build these motherfuckers, we build these bitches up to be the most important people in our lives, only for God to come and make them crumble right before us. And we see that this was a false image of God. This wasn't a man. This wasn't a man of God. This wasn't even a man. This was mental illness. If there's anything that certifies me as mentally ill, it would be the choice of men that I choose to love. All honesty. If I can qualify for a check just on that, I will totally give up everything. Not God, but it's God that makes me go after something about my mental illness. No, just kidding. Realistically, that's all it is. I see it like that. It's like a sculpture. Like, all right, we'll roll out the clay and let's make a new one. And you gotta understand when I look at Wolfman and how that was created to almost the perfect fitting. This is like one of your guys' AI sex dolls, dude, made to my liking, and I didn't even have nothing to do with it other than the thoughts what I thought I wanted in a man. I just got to think a little harder, think a little different, and maybe put my hands on it. I'm full of shit. I'm such a full of shit bitch. Realistically, I mean, if not, I could just look like, oh my god, it's over. I'm never gonna be with Bobby. No, I wouldn't have made it this far with that mentality. Though I did have that moment in, many times of my wallowing in the beginning of like, being very, attached to the idea that somehow this was going to work. It takes two to tango, and I'm tired of doing all the work. And that's where it is. It's like, well, I had hoped that Marshall would grow a pair during some of the 2.5 years that I invested in him, but it just never seemed to be. I can't be mad at him. He don't want to be that man. He don't want to be no bitch's man, let alone a goddess, be the fucking high priest and shit. He don't want to. That's you're asking too much. I feel like I'm not asking for shit, but okay. It seems as though all hope has been snatched away. Meaning what? We're not going to talk no more? I mean, after I told him and in front of God and I made a promise, an unbreakable promise that I'll snitch his ass out and he'll get snatched away by this, he has to stay away now. He has to. And that's what it is. He said it, dude. His words had a very long-term effect. That came back to yesterday. Why is God and your cards misleading you? And what I say, well, I'm sure they'll lead me the fuck away from you. That's what it was. It's like, no, it was just full rejection. And that's okay. Bye. What's behind door number 2? And the essence is I don't look at it that way. I never have. Really. It's like, I can't be, you know what they give me? I can't be the man you're looking for. Well, that's interesting. I thought I was looking for you. I thought every man had these qualities within them. I'm so confused. I know nothing about mankind. Anyways, moving on. You have hit rock bottom. However, the worst has happened, and the waiting and speculation is over. And this can bring a sense of relief. That's what goes back to my earlier video. It's freedom. Because I kept wondering, and what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is he going to do something about this, or is he going to shut down? Well, bye-bye. Death is a symbol for change and endings in the tarot, and all endings are new beginnings. In all deaths is a rebirth. It might not feel like it, but you have reached a turning point, and this is the final ordeal. the darkest hour before the dawn. I mean, really though, that was it. I finally had to stand on business. Like, dude, I'm gonna tell your wife. If you don't tell your wife, I'm gonna tell your wife. So don't never talk to me again, or I'm gonna tell your wife. There's no more. You can't get away with this any longer, ever again. You can't do this. I'm gonna tell her straight up. I love the shit out of you. She's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like that. She's gonna make you pay for my love. So you better just stay away from me. Realistically, yeah. It's either she pays or I pay. I mean, seriously, let him. I don't know. Whatever. Move on. Reverse meaning. The Ten of Swords reverse shows that terrible burdens have afflicted you are beginning to lift. This may be a slow process, but know that you have survived the worst, and the worst is behind you. And I felt it. I felt like something was lifted off of me this morning. I was like, I'm missing an arm or something. Something's gone. I didn't feel that heavy burden, and I didn't hear his frequency running down my spine. But it wasn't just him. It felt like when you lay there in bed. I don't know. I wake up all the time. You can feel the weight of the world on your chest. You can feel the heaviness of your thoughts, of your responsibilities, of just the outside, whether even if it's a hot day. Like, I can feel the heat outside. I can feel the density of all the responsibilities of life just sitting on my chest as soon as I open. But when I opened my eyes, I felt like there was something missing. Something wasn't sitting on top of me. There was a little less weight. Really? And that's where I'd be like, don't make me put on the skin. It's heavy. It's got all kinds of thoughts. It's got all kinds of feelings. It's got all kinds of responsibilities. It's got all kinds of woes. Like, whoa, don't start the car yet. And I turn on the music real loud, and I'm like, all right, turn it on. Turn it on. Turn on the thought process. Let's see what we were working with here. What kind of fucked up thoughts we got going on this morning. What kind of responsibilities we have for the day. It is bright and early, everybody. We got Tupac on the line. Something like that is what my morning goes through with the coffee and stuff. All right, anyways, this can be a slow process. You have survived. You will have to act to make this happen, however, or relief will only be temporary. Yeah, if I don't fucking set this boundary and keep this boundary, then, you know what I mean? We're going to be fucking playing fucking fairy tale land again. Fairy tale man. Fairy tale man. That's great. Hey, Marshall, write that down. That's a good song. I give you permission to write a song about dumb bitches like me that be believing in fairy tale men. I'll give you permission from God Almighty. Just don't make it so embarrassing. Make it a little pitiful, Like, it's sad. Like, if it was your daughter and you're just, like, watching her, like, fall in love with douchebags. Who was that? That was your twin flame. That was me. Write a song. I give you permission. Not you, Allie. You make them so fucking sad and pathetic. You make it seem like I didn't have anything. But I didn't give anything to this. It was a good battle. You can't. You're not allowed to. I told you a long time ago you're not allowed to write songs to me. They're too fucking slow and low. This has got to be a victorious sadness. And it's like some fucking Whitney Houston. You got to have some heart. Put your heart into this failure. It's theatrical. It's going to be an opera. Drop the beat, Dre. Nah, he doesn't know how. He doesn't drop his chonies, his little whitey tighties. What kind of underwear do you think Dre wore in his days? People don't change. They just get older. Really? Yeah. So whatever fucking underwear he was wearing back then, he's still wearing today. Yep. For real? Yeah. It's kind of funny if you want to think about it. Look at their shoes. Shit like that. They eat the same shit. Marshall is just going to eat spaghetti and Lucky Charms for the rest of his life. You should go to Italy. Really? Yeah, if you like spaghetti that much. How would you feel about pizza? Other types of pasta. Do you only like the red sauce? What about the white sauce? Being too friendly in my video. Your energy needs to step out for a moment. Or step up. No. Go ahead. Write a good song about the pity of, Lil Wayne. How to Love. It's got to be better than that song. I challenge you to write a better song than that. Because that's the damn song of my fucking life. How to Love. Fuck off. All right. You must want to help yourself, and this involves stop thinking of yourself as a victim. I didn't get played. I played my part very well. Realistically, I'm not going to feel sorry for fucking trying to love someone real hard. Going real hard. Like, real hard. Like, let's go Christmas shopping, and you know what I mean? Let's move in together, and let's have fucking make babies and shit. I'm not gonna go fucking, I'm not gonna, you're not gonna make me feel bad for going hard about my desires and my wants. You're not gonna make me feel bad that you're not hard about my desires and my wants. Sorry. I don't feel bad. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm going so hard and I'm not like all weak about it. Like, I'm not gonna even put in no effort, because that's usually where I'd be like, nah, I'm not even. It's not even worth the time. I'm not even gonna try that hard, dude. I don't even know, dude. I go hard for love, real hard. So hard knocks life, right? Write the song, Marshall. Make it a good one. Make it a good hit. And it's got to have a jingle jangle. Not no hard beat, jingle jangle. Think of Taylor Swift. She had a hard run on fucking dating, bro. She wrote her own songs, but you know, I could too, but anyways, moving on. Ten of Swords. Life sucks and it's ruined. That's okay. It's okay. That's what happened to my daughter. Oh, poor thing. Oh, I could show you her phone right now. I was like, I tried to tell her, oh, I feel a little bit. I'm gonna tell you all my feelings. She's not gonna like the third one. I'm gonna tell you all my feelings. Okay, the first feeling was, I told you all these kids are joyful and they have all of this. So as I was coming up this, I'm trying to catch the elevator and I'm standing there. I'm the first one, and then all these people come, and then all these kids run in with their brand new bikes. And now it's full. And they're like, you want to come in? I'm like, no, I'm not that full. So the kids with their new bikes went up, and then I'm sitting there waiting forever, and the elevator comes down, and then here comes all these little girls with their brand new roller skates. So I get the elevator, and I was like, Milia, it's a great time to go out there and show them what you got. Because she was riding her roller skates the other night at 8 o'clock when it was dark. I was like, you could go out there with all the kids right now and be part of the, the generation. I was like, so she puts on all her new clothes and she gets on her fucking roller skates. She goes out there in her roller skates. She calls me 5 minutes. I went to go do my offering. I went and sat my offering down. And then I sat down to meditate. She calls me crying and she's like, I fell and I busted my phone.
I fell the second story.
I was afraid that she tore up her brand new clothes or she broke a bone. She's like, I busted my phone. Now, first off, this kills me with my kids, bro. They always got the phone in their hand. I was like, was it in your pocket and you fell? No, it was in my hand. All right, so she walks up and I'm like, fuck, here we go. Money. That's all my brain is. Money, 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 money. This is going to cost you money, money. I'm like, all right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. She shows up and it's just the screen. And the Walmart by our house has some weird kind of phone tech in there that says they fix screens. I'm like, cool, it's not a brand new phone, it's just a screen. Cool. Right? Right. But she's ruined. It's ruined. And I'm like, I can fix this, but not today. And that's God. I can fix this, but not today on Jesus's birthday. There's nothing open. I can't fix your problems on Jesus's birthday. I can't do shit for you on Jesus's birthday. It's realistically the truth.
He wasn't even born today.
Exactly. I just want to point that out. That's where it gets so funny. But all glory, that's how she felt. It's ruined. In the very smallest pit of my head, I was like, that's what you get for talking shit during my video. And this is going to cost me. And I was like, this is going to cost me. This is going to cost me. But at the same time, she has instant karma. She doesn't realize it. But she fucks with me and she bullies me and she intentionally tries to hurt my feelings with her words. And I don't let her know she hurts my feelings, but then I'll be like, God, she hurt my feelings. And then all of a sudden something terrible happens to her. It's like, why is she so mean to me, God? She's like so mean to me. She'd be trying to. She'd be trying to put a bitch down. She said, she said to me earlier, well, that's because I'm not the one messing with the married man.
Okay, but you want to
that was low blow. I did not talk about your lovey-dovey hubby.
I didn't. But therapy problems.
Anyways.
What therapy problems?
I didn't.
So, anyways.
Yeah, CCB.
So she came out and she came at me with her attitude and she said low blow things and then something bad happened to her and I was like, oh, gotcha, God got you. But she probably had a cracked screen to begin with and now it's super cracked. And I hope she didn't break her arm or anything, but she's in that Ten of Swords. It's ruined. And that's it. Like, stuff is ruined. We went outside and there was something terrible happening in the building. I felt it when I came up before I told her to go roller skating. That's what I described. I was like, I felt like something was wrong. All the staff was in little circles and the security was in they were in those little whisper circles, like, It's like something's happening. So then by the time she went down, she calls me and she's like, Mom, there's all kinds of police and ambulance and this and that. I was like, whoa. And I get down there and, most of it's gone and shit. And so it's just, some people might feel ruined today. I mean, for all different reasons. The energy is available to feel ruined, or you could just kind of, well, when she said her phone was broken, it was either I'm going to, it's not like you're not going to go without a phone. That's never really going to happen. Not really. So it's just those kind of fears. It's like, oh, it's over. It's all disastrous. Well, now you can focus on something else. That's what I told her. She's like, she called me later and she's like, my screen won't work. I was like, well, you could use my old phone. She didn't like that answer. And I had to tell her I can't do anything about it now. And, it felt like the end of her world. Okay, well, it's over. What comes next is where I'm at. I've kind of ruined everything, haven't you? Haven't I? I didn't ruin my opportunity for that apartment. I just didn't do anything about it. Kept my options open is what they call that. I didn't send in the application or the actual finished documentation. But it's the holidays. I wasn't even trying to. You know what I mean? They didn't, whatever. I ruined my twin flame union. Whatever. I ruined my job. What else can we ruin in the week? What shall we ruin tomorrow, Lord? Just kidding. I don't think there's much more we can tear apart. And that's where it is. It's like, oh, let the goats loose. They'll just eat this whole motherfucker up. Goats, they just eat stuff. Like anything. And they ruin everything. I don't think goats know how to not eat stuff. I don't think you can train them not to eat shit. They just eat shit.
Like
They're like
pigs.
babies. They like put everything in their mouth and eat it.
If a pig ever eats the human flesh, they'll have this urge to eat people.
They say that if a dog, a domesticated dog tastes blood, then it'll be aggressive.
A lot of dogs
I don't know
get
if that's
put down
true.
after they eat their odors when they die.
Jesus Christ. God, what are we focusing on tomorrow? Quit playing. Oh, God damn you. Oh, man. Come on. I want to sit inside my mind. Come on, God. It's part of our 10-day forecast, so it's like still relevant. We're still worried about the things of our mind. What's limiting my mind? Okay, well, I kind of was like a little bit backing up about the whole 4-bedroom thing. I started to feel like that. I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that. If there was anything I was going to close down, I started to close that little area. Why? I don't know. I felt a pullback. I was like, I still didn't want to do it. I feel like there's this feeling that whatever it is that's getting me to open up to the 4-bedroom is going to open me up somewhere outside of Denver. It's leading up to something bigger.
Really?
Greeley smells like butthole, bro. I don't know if you know it, but dude, I almost died one day. I'll never, ever, ever forget that, dude. Those places with cows, bro, they smell so bad after dark. And the closer it gets to winter, bro, you're going to smell Greeley down here. When that day comes and I smell it outside and be like, this is what Greeley smells like. Nah, bro. I mean, there's tricks to it. You could put like perfume under your nostrils, but it's like living in a morgue. Greeley stinks. I don't want to go to Greeley. That stinks. Realistically, yeah. What's wrong with it? I don't know. It's just an armpit. The airflow is not so good, I guess. Not all places with animals smell like that, or maybe they do. I don't know. I'm just saying there's multiple possibilities. There's unlimited possibilities, and I haven't even turned the scope on. That's what I'm asking God to do, is give me an ability to focus on one area of my life and give me the ability to expand it. But right now, all we're doing is destroying. It's like, okay, well, we tore up the kitchen. Can you get someone to clean this up so we can make something out of it now? I'd like to put in new cabinets. I want a cup of coffee. Something like that. I can't see, but there's something about Grand Junction and that whole area that's calling me. The West is calling me. Wild, Wild West. Really? Mm-hmm. It's rural. But like, it's not, if you go past the beginning part of our mountains, you get back into some of the more flatter lands, like Fruta and all this weird stuff. I can't see. I'd have to show you on a map. I just know what's up there. Really? Yeah. They're I don't want to say country, but they're like they're not. I don't know. I just feel that. I don't feel a pull towards the north. I don't feel a pull towards the south. I feel a pull towards the west, like way out there, like past the
No.
ski resorts.
I'm gonna say hi to my boyfriend in the summer. He lives
Lives in Greeley.
in
I'm so confused.
He goes up there every summer.
Well, that's not that far.
Could you drive me there and we can hang out and then watch us or whatever?
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Sounds
If
like a
you don't trust
supervised
us.
date. All right, that's not stopping me from wherever I'm trying to move to.
Would you do that?
And that's where it is. I feel like these kind of intuitive pushes to think outside of the box. There's no real reason for me to stay inside of Denver. I can't think of any. It's like, oh, I love Denver. I mean, I love Denver, but I don't have to stay here. I can always come back. So I need to think about that. And I think that this housing, expanding myself into 4 bedrooms, is expanding myself out of this box. It's getting me out of the box. Really? What are you going to do in a new neighborhood? Do the same thing I always do? I don't know. It's a different world up there. All of the small towns, like Denver's considered the city compared to all of the surrounding, you know what I mean? The surrounding, they're cities, but that's not how they see it. They see Denver as a city. So I guess that, like if you lived in New York, you would consider New York City the city, right? So that's how they see Denver is the city, right? But you can live outside of the city the further you go, but still have all the amenities that a city offers. It becomes real rural. Is the word. Anyways, I don't know. We're trapped in our mind, I guess. Fuck off, God. What's the spiritual work in hand for tomorrow? Endings, beginnings. Um, the word card is actually in mine. I think it's the judgment. How everything is intertwined. Oh God, it's very. What's a justice? Yeah, so it's judgment. Let's see. The word brings positive, sudden changes into your circumstance, even if they might not seem like it at the time. You might lose your job only to find a better one. Leave a relationship to meet someone who makes you happy. For example, this is a good time to take risks as they are likely to pay off. Chance meetings and events can favor you. Make the most of it as things change. Excuse me, as things can change again. Don't take it for granted or get cocky. Change is the constant in life. The word brings us the wisdom to accept it. All things have their season, and all things pass. Word asks you to accept the responsibility for the choices you've made and the circumstances they've brought you to. This can be a period of self discovery when you begin to understand the patterns in your life. Reverse meaning. You feel at the whim of negative forces beyond your control. It might seem like a bad luck, but the changes that are happening are inevitable, a result of your past actions, and there is no point in resisting them. To welcome change is to liberate the experience. This is not a good time to start a business, look for a new job, or begin a relationship. That's where it is. If God doesn't give it to me, then I can't go after it. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm like, come on, are you going to make me sit still all the way till New Year's? He could. Why? Because that's a lot of work. Nothing goes wrong when I'm sitting still. I'm just sitting there with my thoughts and with my fears and with my anxieties and with my worries and with, you know what I mean, my possibilities and with God. After a while, dude, it starts to get on you. You know what I mean? Some kind of cabin fever. You feel like you're not moving. You feel like you're getting left behind. The anxieties and the fears, and that's that 8 of Swords, will come up to haunt you. They can kill you if you let them, or you can really just understand and use it as, well, I guess I'm going to scrub the fucking toilet with a fucking toothbrush today. That's what I saw when I saw that. When you see a fucking I mean, now that I'm looking at it and we're revisiting the fucking layers of the mind, you get really bad. They're really just horrendous layers. From the 5 6, 7. I mean, 6 is getting the fuck away from it, but nah, all of those layers of the mind, and that's where you start this whole journey. In my book, it starts with the layers of the mind. Really? Yeah. And then it goes into your willpower. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then we deal with your emotions because you need all of that and tact to deal with your emotions. After that, you use all of that to channel into the real world, which is your pentacles. Yeah, this is some shitty shit. Really? I mean, for those that are new, and I gotta acknowledge there are new people. They come and go. A couple will come in, a couple will go. The Eight of fucking Swords is some bullshit. It's worse. We're regressing. We were at the Ten of Swords. Now we're at the Eight of Swords. But that's what they said is our 10-day energy. I promise you, I pulled the Eight of Swords for the whole 10 days. It's a card of bondage and constraint. Whether the cause is an illness, disability, a dead-end job, a troubled relationship, or financial circumstances, you may be feeling lonely and isolated. The dilemma is self-created as the restrictions lie within your own mind. This is bondage to your own fears and self-limitations that need to be banished. You think you can't escape, but you can. You think you don't have options, but you do. If you think yourself a victim, you hand over the power to others and allow yourself to be constrained by their rules. Take responsibility for yourself. Use the positive power of swords to think your way through a situation. Page 33. Okay. Reverse meaning. You have been through a difficult period, but are beginning to see your way through. You can gain temporary relief from your problems by hey, we got that new cereal. I was supposed to reminding you. I don't know. This will enable you to gain a better perspective of what faces you, which may not be as bad as you fear. Do not be afraid to ask for help from friends or professionals. I was talking to B about that whole situation. B gave me, she planted 2 seeds in me and they're growing.
What seeds?
Well, first off, I was telling her how this apartment happened to be subsidized. She told me 3 times and I still can't remember the name, and she didn't send me the link. I just saw her outside though. It's not a big deal. I just have a terrible memory. It's not her, it's me. She knows a rental company that only deals with subsidies. And so she tried to, you know what I mean, reassure me in that department. But she was trying to talk to this lady that wasn't listening. She was telling her how she went back to school and how the schooling that she went through, they provided her with a computer, and that, you know, she does certificates, or she's working through her certificates. She's already completed so much. She said when with her financial aid, she gets a nice rollover. And then all of this just kind of stuck in my head. She planted this seed. And I turned to her and I said, B, she's not listening, but I'm listening. I literally did it. Why the bitch wasn't listening to her. She was trying to tell her how to, you know, get her life together. And I was like, what other kind of certificates and teachings do they have? And it used to be difficult to go back to school. But keep in mind, I'm currently looking to take classes in computer technology. I could easily go and do this college courses from home and also, you know, cash out on some financial aid while I'm doing this. Really? It came to me through B. She was trying to give it to someone else that didn't want to hear it. And I was just there in the conversation and I heard it. And that's why I asked her. I'm about to pay to take classes, computer technology classes, where I could literally get funding, you know what I mean, financial aid to go back to school and they teach me, right? And I can do that from my house on a computer. Really? Yeah, that's what she does. And I mean, we knew this, but it was just when she said it right then because it applied to the time that I'm at right now. I still haven't turned on my computer, and that's where it is. Am I going to wake up tomorrow with the intention to, you know, expand my visions into where I'm going to live? Am I going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to manifest the man of my dreams? Am I going to wake up tomorrow and start opening up this computer and looking into the world of technology? No, I'm going to wake up tomorrow thinking about stupid shit of yesterday. Thanks, God. That's all this is. There's no power in the car. It's just confirmation to the bullshit we're going to have to deal with. All right. Don't be afraid to ask for help from friends or professionals. And that came out from an outside agency. Why did my mom go to school? Because she was getting paid. She was making bank. Really? Something you don't know. Yeah, those loans and grants, not all of them are loans. And especially as a single mom and this, that, and the other, you qualify for all of these grants, right? They'll pay for you to go to school. Obama tried to explain that to you. Now the thing is like, no, if your parents, if you come from a wealthy family, then yeah, you get all this debt. But for poverty stricken families to go to school, they pay you. The government supports you, and the fact that they want to better your life, so you're not going to be a drain on the government, but an actual a contribution to society. Meaning you're not going to be living off of taxpayers' money, but you'll actually use this to be a taxpayer. Realistically, yeah. So that's how that works. And based on, you know what I mean? So, like she said, very simplistically, she's like, they give me $14,000 per semester. It only costs me about eight, so I get to keep all the rest. And that's really the truth. They give you all this money to cover your tuitions, your books, your supplies, and all of this shit. And then after it's done, you're left with the leftovers, which is an allowance for going to school. And that's how a lot of people can do it. And so, all transparency, call it a hustle if you want, but it's really just a way of life for school based people. And that's why they ask, are you you know what I mean? Are you in school? And it makes you wonder, how are they in school? How can they afford it? They apply for it. But then you got something I saw, Trump is coming after people's, he's going to take, if you don't pay that shit back, they'll come back and take your taxes and all kinds of shit. Really? Yeah. It's a good way to reopen your credit too. That's what I was looking at. Really? It opens a huge line of credit in your name. Those school loans and shit. Oh yeah, for sure. And it stays in a good standing until you start, you know what I mean? How long do you have to pay it off? It depends. Each college is different. You have to be out of school for a certain amount of time. Typically it could be anywhere from 6 months up to, a year or two out of college before you have to start paying it all back. But it has to be paid in full. Don't be fooling that bullshit. And I already did. I've already paid back all my loans, so I could go in there clean, fresh, and you know what I mean, start all over again. Fucking Billy Madison the shit out of this bitch. Really, it came to me. It was another seed. It aligned with what I'm trying to accomplish currently. Really, y'all. If you really want to be an asshole, I could go in there and take film, digital film, master my own fucking documentary. Never have to actually give anybody a dollar to do it. Learn how to do. And that's what a higher education is. Are you teachable? Can you learn new things? If you can't, if you can learn new things, then you can live a new way. But if you don't have that ability, then you might be struggling. But I don't think you're dyslexic. You might have different ways of learning. You know what I mean? You might be afraid of learning new things, but as long as you have the ability to learn, you have the ability to live. Just want to point that out. All right, God, what's the outcome? This is some bullshit, God. Oh, there we go. We master the mind if we do this. This is dumb. What comes after that, though? Jeez. Really? It is what it is. It's a typical Friday, but I was hoping for something so much more than the typical Friday bullshit. It's Friday then. Hey, Russ, are you dropping a song or something? I guess we're on the typical Friday bullshit. Marshall, you going to sell a t-shirt? Damn, this is boring. All right, this is the Knight of Swords, not the King. Well, damn it. The King of Swords calls upon you to use your mental ability and power of air to develop strategies to make the change you want, using your head, not your heart. You have had some inspired and innovative ideas, and it is time to move decisively and put them into action. Do not wait for others to do it for you. This card also this is also a card of teaching and knowledge passed on. You might find answers in something that you are reading or find value in writing. However, you should guard your knowledge for those who would misuse it. So be careful from whom you speak to. Seek out professional advice and scrutinize all contracts and documents before you sign them. This is often a card that signifies legal issues, and if you are truly in the right, the judgment will be in your favor. I don't know. I don't have any legal matters. The King of Swords can be indicated by a man who is influential in your life. He is charismatic, intellectual, very high moral ideals, who likes to be in control. Who's that guy? I always say that when we get to these men of honor. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He is very involved with the world and capable of instigating great change. He may seem a little cold and analytical as he bases his decisions on unemotional logic, but he is genuinely caring and will give you very good advice. He could be a judge, lawyer, teacher, doctor, or professional advisor. If he is your friend or partner, you must meet his own exact standards, or he will drop you without a backward glance. As a father, he is distant but fair. This is you, Marshall Mathers, Mr. King of Swords, Mr. fucking Libra, Mr. Airhead. Reverse. Reverse card can indicate a miscarriage of justice, duplicity, and professional neglect. You may have been taken in by a criminal or an unscrupulous lawyer, or been let down by an uncaring doctor or absent father. The King of Swords reverse could be telling you that you have too much air in your makeup. For the for you, the intellect and the idea is all important, not the application of them. Very few of your brain waves become realized, and you are ultimately wasted. You need to develop the other elements in getting all these downloads, getting the magician. It's like you can't just fill the tank with just air. Really? You need to develop the other elements in equal balance to realize your full potential, meaning you can't just have great ideas. They have to be fueled by fire and by water, and they have to be moving through the earth for us to even applaud you. You know what I mean? You just sitting there saying, oh, no, blah, 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 blah. If this card indicates a person, the reverse king is mentally unbalanced, who has become critical, sarcastic, cynical, perhaps even sadistic. His mental agility makes him feel superior to others, and he enjoys humiliating them. Hey, that sounds like me. He could be violent and abusive towards those around him, and he is frustrated and angry with the whole world. See, that could be you too, Marshall. That's what happens if we start thinking ourselves more than them. I get this happens to me quite often. Really? I mean, don't you feel like you're dealing with fucking idiots all the time? Don't you feel like that? And then like you just like make them feel like a fucking idiot sometimes? I have the ability to do so. I think I'm guilty of making people feel fucking humiliating them and their low vibrational ways of thinking. Ah, that's alright. All forgiven, right? In the sense of people like to humiliate me for not knowing too. And that's where it is. It's like, well, I kind of forgive myself for being that way. Knowledge is power, right? That's what I heard. And that, and just like any power, it can be overpowering, and you can use it to, the swords is dangerous. It really is. Marshall and I, our ability, our intellect with creative thoughts and creative words is dangerous. Everybody wants to be the best rapper, but first off, it's a lot of wordplay that he does to deliver those words in such a way, and to channel the feelings that it takes to tell those stories, and to stand behind the conviction of what he chooses to say. You have to be bold. You have to be very daring. You know damn well when I say this, the shit's gonna hit the fan. You have to fucking fight the fears of what this will do to people when you open your mouth and say this. And you can't always just stand on the cockiness, because there's a true part of you that is very much not willing to go through with this. And that's just you know what I mean? The conservative part of you. You know what I mean? And when it's all said and done, you have to take action on it. You have to be like real enough to stand up and do this. You have to stand behind it, and you have to stand up and do it. And it has to have meaning. And that's one thing that, when I started writing music and sending it to him, it was a lot about the delivery. Not so much about what I was writing, but how I was delivering the message. Now, honestly, I learned what he was talking about, and I could listen to that, Ali, and say, that sounds like a terrible recording. How you're, forcing these words out, and how they don't align, and you're not breathing properly, and and that's it. It's like, how can you critique me? Because I spent all this time over analyzing me, and how did I do that? In comparison to those that are better than all of us. You want to be like them, then you have to move like them. You don't become them, but you learn their moves, and so you can master it and add your own twist. And that's what really killed it with Marshall Mathers. I listened one day, I went back and I listened to Rap God, and I really heard it. What did you hear? I heard every other rapper but him. I heard him being every other rapper but himself. Now you go back to the song called Rap God, and he was made the biggest because of this song. He was made big by being other people, right? And then you started to watch these interviews where they say he studies rappers and he studies them. Yeah, he takes their cadence, he takes what they're doing, and he owns it in his own way. He's constantly studying what other people like, and he's trying to take that formula of what they like and put it into his makings. Really? Mm-hmm. He's studying them. He's constantly studying, and that's how he stays relevant, because he studies what's relevant. That's how he knows your name. Really? That's how he was. How could a no name like me get him to listen to their music? Because he's listening to the no names. Because he knows that he's listening to see what will make their name. He can hear it just like I can. You can hear good music, bro. You can be a ditty like Russ and try to be over there and like, oh, I really like it. We should work together and blah blah blah. And you'd be like, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna take that with me if you don't mind. I like it. I like how you did that. I'm gonna use that in my next song. Really? Is it plagiarism? No, it's not. It's not. It's wordplay. That's where it is you can't own the words that are being said. And that's where he just I don't know. I don't know. That's what I mean. Like I can't make another song. Let me see who you sound like today. And that's where he's busted. It's like she knows. I know. I know that you're being someone else behind the mic. All this time you were trying to show everyone that you were yourself behind the mic. And I can hear other rappers behind the mic, you imitating other rappers behind the mic. And all this time you yell at people about having ghostwriters. You were projecting, my friend. Projecting. I love him. It doesn't change anything. It's just, that goes back to Lewis, thinking Lewis was all powerful and he was all secure in his manhood and he made dominant choices and he could do whatever he want. And then he comes out as little Barbie's boy toy in fucking Camilla Cabello's video. I'm like, I thought, nope. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. Anyway, so we're stuck in our mind and letting things end and mastering it. It's not going to give us any. What comes next? Relationships. Looks like will be our next focus again. We're always focused on relationships. Shut the fuck up. Well, I mean, I'm going to leave this here because I promised by morning time tomorrow, I would have ate this shit up. I feel like we already did. Can we just work on relationships? Can we start new relationships? What is that? The coming together. Really? Things coming together after they fall apart. That's what that whole card says. Endings are just new beginnings. Really? You end a job because you're about to start a new one, dipshit. You leave an apartment because you're about to go move into a new one. You've left your friends because you're about to go make new friends. That's how it works. Don't be so afraid. There is a pause. It's going to take you a minute to get comfortable in your new house, start to meet people at your new job, make a new friend. It's coming. It's part of the fucking package deal. But, just like me and you and whoever else hasn't done it yet, we got to get the job. I have a job. And that's what if I get this, dude, if I get this set up and that's where it is, if I could fix this, if I could focus it on how I want, linear, I'd get the job first because then I could go anywhere with the house. Anywhere, dude. Do you know what they did with the last family? They couldn't find housing in Colorado, so they went to Texas. They paid for them. They did exactly what they were going to do. Pay the 3 months and the fucking moving costs, and then they gave them the money for a fucking U-Haul, and away they went. I can go further with this as long as I can keep my mind secure in where I'm going. I don't need the job. I just like to have that because then it's the full security, but I don't need that. And if I worry too much about it, it'll try to hold me back. But I'd like to do that. And that's it too, is like all of a sudden God said, maybe you need to go to school. And that's not bad because that's what I said already is I needed some reschooling for the computer technology that I'm trying to get into. Really? Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff to think about. And that's where it is you get all of these ideas, but which one do you actually pull on? It's like I'm seeing that game, the claw. There's all kinds of great prizes in there, bro. Which one are we gonna focus on? We can't just take all of them. We got to take one. You know what I mean? Which one are we gonna focus on? And that's where you got to put your focus on, and you got to reach in, and you got to actually go for it. But otherwise, yeah, it's just like that. The King of Swords and stuff, it's like you're full of all these great ideas, but which one are you going to go after? And that's where I'm sitting here at the edge of my seat. Literally, I'm on the edge. You hear me? And I'm like, what am I going after? I don't go after anything unless God tells me, and I go after it with full force because I've been sitting here waiting. I've been patiently waiting to go after some shit. And that's why it's like I give it all my heart, all of my, even if I don't really believe it, I'm just waiting here for him to open my eyes and tell me to get it. This is what you're going to do. I don't really have that yet. He didn't tell me that. And that's what we wait for. We wait for his guidance. He's given me great ideas. And, as far as the school thing, he planted a seed. I don't have to pay for going to go to school. They'll pay me to go to school. So, spring semester comes up. So that might be something I need to be thinking about too, long term. I can't see, bro. You just wait until he tells you when to go. And even then, like I said last week, you can only go so far. And then you got to wait until he opens the next door. Really? Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. And looking at these cards, I'm very frustrated about tomorrow. We're just going to sit around fucking doing nothing. I guess I'm fucking sitting around doing laundry, fucking cleaning my house. Fucking shit. It's nothing bad. It's just, I would have liked to go house hunting, job, go on a date, fucking something. Fucking shit. Oh well. New Year's is coming. We got to just stick it out. Hey, I wish you guys a good night. This is a projection of what tomorrow will bring. Tomorrow we can look deeper into what the fuck is stuck in your thoughts. I don't really want to know. I want to get out of this mess and just go forward, but sometimes we got to sit in it as long as it says. And there is a grand possibility he's going to make us sit still until the new year, or at least me. There's a grand possibility he could do that to me. I hate that. That's a long time to sit still, but it's not like good things won't come from it. And that's just really it. I'm unfocused, so he's got to get me ready for the whole year. If your mind ain't right, bro, you're gonna crush under the challenges that he'll throw in front of you. You're gonna freaking tremble at the very sights that he gives you. You're gonna think it's too hard. I can't do this. It's impossible. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's not the right mindset at all. Let's start with, all right, God, with you, all things are possible. Show me the way. Show me how to make this happen. Show me the money, bro. Show me what we're doing. I believe in you. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I can't come up with a plan. God, it's your plan. Show me what you're planning. Show me what you're working with. And if he doesn't show you, you just keep telling your mind that every time your mind doesn't know what's going on. I know not what I do. I'm waiting on God. God's going to show me his plan. He'll reveal his plan. He'll tell me the moves to make. And then you'll feel it, bro. You'll feel this push in your heart. Don't go pushing my heart. Hey, really? Hey, I love you. With that being said, I'm going to move on. Move on. I don't want to get into dark teachings, bro. We're right at the fucking cusp of fucking Friday. I don't want to get any darker than this. Why? Because I just don't want to get pissed off. I don't want to cry. I don't want to do all this. It's like, damn it. God. I just said it all day today. I was like, no, we have to do this. I was like, come on. I thought I did this already. I feel like he's been doing this for days. Really? Like, too many days. That's why I was like, if you keep doing this shit, I'm just going to have to keep doing this shit with you. But again, I'm not going to not fuss about it. I talk all kinds of shit about it. Really? Yeah. It's not a quiet movie. Hey, I love yous. I'll catch yous later. Laters, haters. Goodbye.